and also leave it open for a space just to do channeling. Now, I don't mean you have to do channeling, but I'll just let me do channeling because I quite enjoy doing that. And that's not voices. You're not going to hear, well, you know, whatever spirit speaking to you. It's just the energies coming through, which happens anyway. It does happen anyway, but there's a difference between channeling energies from the you know, the different energies intrinsic in holographic breathing, like there's the fire circuit, the blue circuit, the long circuit, and you can channel those energies from the higher self, and those energies in the higher self, it's holographic. And there's a bit of difference from just allowing the cosmic kind of whatever it is up here just to talk through you. So I'm kind of, I don't know if it'll happen, but I'm just leaving the space open for a bit of that to happen tonight. I'll teach people how to do holographic breathing. And as in that, in the Shift Conference meeting, we'll be working with the different levels of energy through the face and cranium, but I want to add some more things to that. I also want to bring it onto the center line, and particularly we will be working with the interface between the face, the interface between the face and the cranium, which is a lot to do with a bone called the sphenoid. It's kind of where the face joins on, which relates a lot to the fire circuit, and we'll be opening up the fire circuit. Relates to the pituitary gland, the hypothalamus area, and I'll talk more about that in the second half when we come to it, but I'll be opening that up, and we'll be channeling through that circuit, and we'll be connecting into the uterus and prostate, which are a bit like a chalice. So I'm running a group at the minute where we go into that in much more depth, but over the last couple of days the energy has been coming through just to add a bit of that group to this free webinar. In the advanced webinars we work with different energy systems that just naturally open in the holographic breathing, and that is one of them. But I will talk more about that in the second half. So you're going to learn something new, and if you enjoy it, it can change your life. Changed my life. I'm still alive. I was on the point of dying when holographic breathing came through. I was dying of Lyme disease, and I've slowly healed myself of Lyme disease using this breathing. I can take these headphones off. Using this breathwork system. So we'll just start with that. I'll teach holographic breathing, and also in the meditation where we're learning holographic breathing, we'll also bring in some different levels of energy through the face and cranium. We'll probably work with the lower energies here in the face, lower energies in the cranium, middle energies in the face, middle energies in the cranium, the eyes are the higher energies, and the top of the head for the cranium. We'll work through those, and then in the second meditation we'll take that all a lot deeper. So holographic breathing, it's kind of a new breath work. It opens up a new modality of the breath. It opens up a kind of a paradigm, and once it gets going there's a movement of the breath that moves through the whole body, and a whole energy system that just magically starts working. And we work with all of that as we continue with holographic breathing. It's like your own little medicine shop, really. And in holographic breathing, the lips are closed all of the time and the tongue is on the roof of the mouth. Now you can start with that just to get used to that while I'm describing it. There is also a movement of the jaw, but if you're new to it, I don't want you to do that until we start going into the meditation to activate it, because it can be done forcefully. So for the time being, just have the lips closed and relaxed and have the tongue on the roof of the mouth, and it's the upper surface of the tongue on the roof of the mouth. The tip of the tongue is close to or touching the front teeth, and as much of the tongue on the roof of the mouth as feels comfortable. So to start off with, it may be ½ an inch of the tongue on the roof of the mouth, maybe a whole inch of the tongue on the roof of the mouth, or the whole tongue, maybe covering the whole roof of the mouth. And over a period of time in holographic breathing, the tongue becomes much softer, it seems to grow a bit, and it just fills out the whole roof of the mouth. All the different energy systems connect through the tongue between the lower face and the upper face, and it does all sorts of wonderful things. But to start off with, it's as much as feels comfortable. There's no force, there's no stressing, it's just always relaxed and easy. So that is the important bit, is that the tongue is on the roof of the mouth, but it is relaxed. You're not trying to do yoga with your tongue or something, just very relaxed in that place. And it makes a gentle seal to the roof of the mouth, and the lips make a gentle seal. Then along with that, which we'll be going into in the first guided meditation, there's a gentle motion of the jaw. On the in-breath, the jaw is gently opening, and on the out-breath, the jaw is gently closing. So the lips stay closed all of the time, the tongue stays on the roof of the mouth all of the time. On the in-breath, jaw opens. On the out-breath, the jaw closes. Now, I'm going to demonstrate that so you can see that it's a very subtle motion of the jaw. Also, you'll get a visual that my lips aren't opening and closing with the jaw. And it is very subtle, and the more you do it, the subtler it normally gets. And you probably, even though I'm exaggerating it a bit and taking deeper breaths, you still won't probably see the movement, but you will probably see that my lips stay closed, and you may notice a different energy. I'm just going to balance my mandala a bit there. You've got to have a balanced mandala to breathe properly. Okay, so I'll just do that a few breaths. And at least for me, very quickly I go to an altered state of consciousness. It feels very shamanistic, or I don't know where I go, but somewhere else. I'm still very much in my body, but a whole different modality starts happening. I become very relaxed. I can feel energies moving through my body. I can feel energies moving through my brain. I feel the different channels coming in, and it's, for me, it's instant. In learning it, it starts as an exercise to kind of get the jaw moved, because it's kind of counterintuitive. People kind of have to go through something for it to start. But there's a very particular point where a cellular memory starts and it integrates with the breath, and the jaw just starts moving in that way, in the same way as a rib would move with the rest of the breath. It's a bit like in our evolution, if you think of the jaw of one of the ribs, it stopped moving with the breath for some reason, but in holographic breathing we get the jaw moving with the breath again. So now, especially for the new people, I just want you to try that. Have your lips closed. Now, not the holographic breathing, but to see if you can move your jaw and have the lips closed. So having your lips closed, tongue on the roof of the mouth, and just opening and close your jaw. Now, tiny movement, doesn't have to be big at all, but you need to be able to move your jaw and keep the lips closed. We do this every day. When we're eating, we have the lips closed and we move the jaw up and down. Okay, you can let that come to an end. Raise your hand if you can't do that, if you can't move the jaw and have the lips closed. Let's just have a look at the other page. No, everyone can do that. Okay, so you've got no excuse now in the meditation. You can't get into the meditation and say, no, it's impossible. That used to be the most common thing. People get into the meditation and say, well, it's impossible to have your lips closed and move the jaw, but now I do that exercise. No one says that anymore, so that's really good. If you're new to this, the first time you learn it, or this first meditation, do it sitting up. It's deeply relaxing, and often people just fall asleep or space out. And the reason I'm saying to sit up is because if you miss any of the instructions, it's not going to work. A miss is as good as a mile with holographic breathing. If you don't get all the little instructions, then you're not going to be doing holographic breathing. Once it starts, it's like riding a bike, and you can do it anytime you want, and then you can do it lying down, walking, doing different things. But for the first time, it's important to stay aware through the instructions until it's just going on its own. And there's a certain point that's also really good to be aware for. We're going to start off with the attention in the jaw to get it started, and then there's a very particular point where we move to the breath through the nose, and important to be aware at that point. All right, good. We are going to start. So, closing your eyes. And we're going to bring in some resources to start off with. Just gently breathing and sending a smile, sending some energy to the earth. And allow the earth to say hello back. Allow yourself to receive from the earth, and notice what that feels like through your body and through your energies. And also sending a smile, sending some energy to the higher self and the beneficial energies. Beneficial energies are any channels you like to work with, or higher beings, or subtle realms, or healing energies. So sending a smile to the higher self and the beneficial energies, and allowing the higher self and the beneficial energies to say hello back. You have to ask them, and you have to allow them. They're very respectful. So allowing yourself to let in the higher self and the beneficial energies, and notice what that feels like through your body and through your energies. So we're going to start with the exercises to learn holographic breathing. So the lips are relaxed and together. The tongue is relaxed and on the roof of the mouth. And just to start off with, just gently opening and closing the jaw. Just little movements up and down with your jaw. Notice it's possible to move your jaw and to have the lips closed. Once you have that feeling, once you realize you can move the jaw and have the lips closed, you can just relax the jaw. And now much more slowly, allowing the jaw to open with the lips closed, and as you do, the breath comes in through the nose. So letting the jaw open, and as you let the jaw open, the breath arrives in through the nose. And as the jaw closes, the breath leaves through the nose. Notice it's like a little pump. If you keep the lips closed, if you keep the tongue on the roof of the mouth, as you gently relaxing the jaw open, the breath comes in through the nose. As you gently close the jaw, the breath leaves through your nose. You start noticing some energy in the back of your neck, or a movement in the back of your neck, relaxing the back of your neck. The jaw is opening, the breath comes in through the nose. The jaw is closing and the breath is leaving through the nose. I'm feeling a lot in my neck, so just allowing your neck to relax. Let the energy go through your neck. The jaw gently opens. The breath comes in through the nose. The jaw gently closes. The breath leaves through the nose. You may feel yourself getting more relaxed. The lips stay relaxed and closed all of the time. The tongue stays relaxed and on the roof of the mouth all of the time. You may feel your face and cranium starting to breathe with it. You may feel your brain opening. Now that you're getting used to that, we're going to change the gestalt. Moving the awareness from the jaw to the nose. And as you're breathing in through the nose, the jaw gently opens. And as you're breathing out through the nose, the jaw gently closes. Notice the whole energy changes. Everything gets more relaxed. Everything gets softer. Breathing in, the jaw relaxes open. Breathing out, the jaw relaxes closed, relaxing the back of your neck, relaxing the back of your head, relaxing everything. Breathing in, the jaw relaxes open. Breathing out, it relaxes closed. As the jaw or as teeth are coming together, they just float together. There's no pressure. They just gently touch, or they don't have to touch at all. They can just be slightly separate. Breathing in, the jaw opens. Breathing out, the jaw closes. And after a while, it just starts to become natural, as if you've always known this breathing. As if you've done it in a past life, or in the womb, or somewhere, just is natural breath. Breathing in, the jaw gently opens. Breathing out, it gently closes. Now we're going to take the attention away from the jaw. Now that it's working, we're going to breathe with the body, and the body starts moving the jaw, so you don't even have to think about it so much anymore. The chest, you're breathing in, the chest is opening, and the jaw follows. Breathing out, the chest is closing, and the jaw is closing. It just energetically and physically aligns with your chest. Breathing in, the chest opens, the jaw opens. Breathing out, the chest closes, the jaw closes. And then dropping down into your abdomen. As the abdomen is opening, the jaw gently opens. As the abdomen is closing, the jaw gently closes. They synchronize, they connect together as one breath. And notice in a very subtle way, your whole face, your brain, your cranium have started to breathe, and your neck and your throat have started to breathe. You can feel it right down into your pelvis, the pelvis opening, the pelvic floor opening, the jaw opens with it. Pelvic floor closing, the pelvis closing, the jaw closes. You get access to your whole body. Feel it through your arms and legs, as if all the cells in your arms and legs opening on the in-breath, the jaw opens with them, closing on the out-breath, and the jaw closes with them. Every cell through your whole body starts to breathe, including the jaw. They all open on the in-breath. They all close on the out-breath. The tongue stays on the roof of the mouth all of the time. The lips stay closed all of the time. If you're having trouble keeping the tongue on the roof mouth, just breathe more slowly, make the movement smaller and in a more relaxed way. And letting the energies start to travel through your body, letting your brain go, letting the energies travel through the brain. Holographic breathing starts to heal the brain. Allow that energy to start moving through your brain, through your skull, through your neck and throat. You might feel the lower jaw, the back of the jaw, the back of the head. Notice how this feels quite low energy. If you feel this kind of earth type energy, feeling the lower back of the jaw, the back of the head, or move back in the jaw and also move back to the lower back of the head. Notice this drops you to a much deeper, darker energy. Very grounded. It's got a magnetic quality to it. It also sits you into the back of your body, sits you down into your sit bones. Notice how you've moved into a particular energy field. Just hang out there with those rich, deep earth energies, magnetic quality. Just because it's lower energies and to do with the earth doesn't mean you can't channel. You may feel that energy also arriving in through the top of your head or the back of your head. And feeling your whole jaw, the front and back of your jaw, and the whole lower part of the cranium. Notice the energy changes. Still very grounded, but it's kind of got a warmer quality to it. You come right to the front, to the chin, and forwards in the lower cranium, and forwards to the pubic arch. Notice how you start feeling warm, or a orange glow. You might start feeling your heart, or you might start feeling your chalice, the uterus and prostate, or your seed, the ovaries and testes. Move into the fire circuit. Notice that as you come into the lower front of the pelvis, to the front of the jaw, to the front of the lower cranium, there's this fire. Connecting to your heart, connecting to your genitalia. These are the different energy meridians of holographic breathing. There's 2 of them. You can drop back into the back of the jaw, the back of the head, down into the sit bones, the back of the pelvis. Notice everything starts cooling down, rich, deep, potent, very healing, very strong magnetic connection to the earth. And all of that fire releases into the earth. Letting yourself sit into that circuit, let that release through your whole cranium. And also notice, sitting into that, you can channel, you connect to the earth, but you can channel that same realm, that same quality in through the back of your head. It can come in as a spiritual channel. And if you don't feel it as I'm describing it, that is fine. Whatever you're feeling is perfect for you. Okay, and just feeling your whole face, your whole cranium. Notice it opens up into higher energies as you start feeling your whole face and your whole cranium, the whole of your body. And start moving through all the different circuits. The energy becomes lighter because you're rising. There's the different higher energies. Gently breathing, the whole body breathing. Feeling your spine, letting the energy move through your spine, through your Kundalini. And let that go through your brain. Now there's an energy. And when you feel ready, gently allowing yourself to come back. So here we have a skull. Now, feeling the different energies, that is more what we work with in the advanced webinars, and people are normally used to holographic breathing for quite a while. But here's a picture of the cranium, and the different colours are kind of different energies. And we will be working a bit with the fire energies, just one, but to get, notice how the face finishes here, the cranium finishes here, so the face much lower than the cranium. The lower energies in the face, the jaw, kind of mouth, the lower energies in the cranium is the lower cranium here. So we will be, hang on, someone's got a question, any particular breathing? No, just holographic breathing. What I just taught. Not connect, at least not now. You can do it connected if you want, but just breathing with a space, relaxed at a comfortable speed. So just doing the holographic breathing and not connective breath, not all the different other breaths, just natural breath with a space between them. The holographic breathing will do it on its own. When you know holographic breathing well, you can do it as connective breath, but it has a different effect. It's okay to do that, but definitely not if you're new to it. All right, so we'll work with the lower face, the lower cranium, then we'll work with the middle face, and then the middle of the cranium, and then we'll come up and work with the eyes and the top of the cranium. And they have three different I'm getting all these people with questions. Hang on, I'm going to answer some of these questions. The tongue on the roof of the mouth will create more saliva. If you're new, it will create more saliva. But after a while, that just settles down and just produces a normal amount of saliva. All of these different energies also work through the tongue, and as the tongue slowly works across the whole roof of the mouth, it connects them up through the tongue and through the body. So there's all sorts of energy systems. That is why the tongue is on the roof of the mouth. Also, one of the reasons holographic breathing works is there's a seal at the front of the mouth. The tongue being on the roof of the mouth, if it's the flat of the tongue on the roof of the mouth and enough of it doesn't have to be much, just half an inch or a bit more, but as long as it's the flat of the tongue on the roof of the mouth, it will seal the air coming in from the throat, so it becomes a sealed unit, and then all the dynamics work. If you just have the tip of the tongue on the roof of the mouth pointing upwards, it doesn't seal the back of the mouth, but the upper surface brings the whole tongue up and it seals the throat. So that is why the tongue's on the roof of the mouth. So anyway, we'll be working with those three levels of energy: the whole lower face as the jaw and mouth, the whole lower cranium, the maxilla, sinuses, nasal passageways as the middle of the face, then the middle of the cranium, then the eyes, the ethmoid between the eyes as the upper face, and the upper cranium. And now I'm going to take the face off. Hopefully it's not all going to fall to pieces. Oh, it's all fallen to pieces. And you've got this bone in the middle. Can you see it looks like a phoenix there? This is the front of what I call the balance bone, and it is joined to the occiput here, and it's all one bone, so I include it as one bone. And that is what the face is connecting to. The maxillary, see, I don't know which way to do that. These protuberances coming down here, this is the nasal passageways through there, and the maxillary sinuses are joining there. This, well, they're joining, these are coming, yeah, well here, this bit here is the maxillary sinuses. This is the roof of the mouth, maxillary sinuses there, and it all joins on to that bone. It joins on here, joins here, joins here, and this phoenix becomes where the face joins on. So this breathing motion of the face is primarily moving through this central bone. I call it the front of the balance bone to make it easier. The sphenoid is just this bit, but it includes this bit here, so the front of the balance bone. The jaw, not quite. The jaw is joining in here, but it's in that area. And where I want to work with, you see this pointed bit? It's called the voma. That is where the nose is joining in the middle. And this, at the top of that strongly connects to the heart. The bottom of it moves down through the organs. There's lots of different organs in the fire circuit that we work with, but we're just going to connect to two. We're going to connect to the heart at the top of it, and as it drops down to the front of it, it drops right down through that circuit and connects center line into the prostate for the men and the uterus for the women. So we're going to come into the center of the fire energies, and we're going to heal through the heart and through the prostate and uterus. And the prostate and uterus, I'm just going to call that the chalice. They are the same energy for men and women. They're the heart energy for the genitalia and the heart energy for the pelvis. So maybe people will feel a quality of that, maybe they won't. The advanced people will probably feel it quite strongly, and I am actually adding something new to the work that I'm showing them. So the advanced people are learning something new as well. So we'll be working with the sides of the cranium, and then we're going to come very center line, and we're going to work with this central part, the middle, the septum in the middle of the nose and the bone in that. And that is the fire energies for the cranium. The fire energies for the face, they've fallen out as everything fell apart. Let's see if I can get them back in. Is the chin, the front of the upper jaw. You don't have to remember any of this. The underside of the roof of the mouth, and then all inside the nose there, from behind the bottom of the nasal passageways, the sides of the nasal passageways as it comes up inside the eyes. So it's the center of the face working through the face, but we're only working with a small part of that. I will just mention different things, but it'd be nice to get a nice healing for the uterus and a nice healing for the prostate, because it's where a lot of illnesses is, where there's so much cancer in that area. And I think it's like the forgotten place. It's the place that doesn't get healed, or the place that's a bit out of whack for some reason, so more disease gets there. So we just want to channel down and heal through our chalice. All right, we're going to start closing your eyes and gently dropping into the holographic breathing. The lips are relaxed and closed. The tongue is relaxed and on the roof of the mouth. On the in-breath, the jaw is gently opening, and on the out-breath, the jaw is gently closing. Lips stay closed all of the time. The tongue stays on the roof of the mouth all of the time. Notice that moving through your body. Notice the deeper breath, the change of mode. Feeling your arms and legs. Letting your neck relax. And if you haven't managed to learn it, just try it in different ways, just very softly. Basically, the lips are closed, the tongue is on the roof of the mouth. On the in-breath, the jaw relaxes open. On the out-breath, it relaxes closed. It's small motion, about half a finger width, 2 or 3 millimeters. Small, soft motion of the jaw. So just play with it if you didn't manage to learn. Relaxing the back of the neck, relaxing the back of the head. And feeling the jaw and mouth area. Actually, we're going to go up through the face to start off with. Being aware of the jaw, the tongue on the roof of the mouth, the lips. Notice with the tongue on the roof of the mouth, there's this gentle, soft, you may feel a kind of gentle motion in the tongue. The opening and closing of the tongue, and kind of a gentle motion in the roof of the mouth. Allowing yourself to rise up through the roof of the mouth into the middle of the face, into the nasal passageways, into the sinuses, into the nose, into the cheekbones. Notice the quality changes. You might become more aware of your heart, and you might become more aware of your lungs. Below you, you can feel the jaw moving, this deep, dark, lower energy of the mouth and jaw, and you've kind of moved up more into the chest for the face. Big sinuses there either side of the nasal passageways, the cheekbones, the nose, the nasal passageways. You may feel this connecting to your heart. And then moving up into your eyes, you may feel like a much brighter, higher light in your eyes. And also between your eyes, you've got the ethmoid. You might feel a bright, white light going off between your eyes. This activates your brain, it activates the third eye. Much brighter light. And feeling that through your whole face. So you've got this bright light at the top. Is the light, the brain for the face, the third eye for the face. And below that you've got the heart and lungs, and chest for the face. Down in the jaw, mouth, it's like the abdomen and pelvis. And feel the whole face breathing through all of those different energies in this gentle motion of the jaw. And as those energies move through your face, from the jaw to the eyes, from the eyes to the jaw, different areas start to heal each other. You may start feeling that through your whole body. You may feel that through your spine, As the energies rise and fall in your face, you may feel them rising and falling in your spine. And coming towards the TMJs, which is where the jaw joins to the cranium, just in front of the ears, back of the eyes, moving back into the ears. The ears will take you into the cranium. So you've got the whole face breathing, and drop back into the ears. Notice there's a different quality as you come into the ears. You've moved into the cranium and brain. Moving back to the back of the cranium. Feeling the lower back of the cranium and the jaw. This is the lower energies for the cranium and the lower energies for the face. You can feel the whole lower part of the cranium, forwards and back, and the whole mouth, the whole jaw, the whole mouth. So it's the base of the cranium and the base of the face, breathing together. Moving up in the face, up into the sinuses, the nasal passageways, the cheekbones, moving up into the cranium, around the ears, the whole center of the cranium and the whole center of the face. Notice you've gone up a level. You may feel it opening up to the sides as you breathe in, closing medially as you breathe out. The tongue stays on the roof of the mouth all the time. The lips stay closed all of the time. On the in-breath, the jaw opens, and on the out-breath, the jaw closes. You may feel this sideways motion as well as the up-down, that the face and cranium opening to the sides on the in-breath, closing medially on the out-breath. Rising up to the top of the cranium, the forehead, the top of the cranium, the top third of the cranium, and you move up into the eyes. Much higher energy. You're touching the gods. It's nice to sit into the back of the cranium and feel the upper cranium, including the forehead and the upper face, the eyes, the ethmoid, the back of the eyes, the front of the eyes. And feeling the whole cranium breathing and the whole face breathing. Your skull breathing all the different energies. And your spine dropping down from the skull, down your spine, down into your pelvis. You've got the skull breathing, connecting to the spine, grounding down into the pelvis. The skull and pelvis breathing. Feeling where the jaw is connecting to the pelvis, so the cranium just in front of the ears at the TMJs. And feeling where the maxilla is connecting to the cranium. The back of the nasal passageways, the back of the maxillary sinuses connecting to these legs that drop down from the cranium. The eyes are connecting back also into these fire energies. The back and sides of the eyes are the fire energies of that phoenix. I think I'm going to call that bone the phoenix. That the front of the balance bone, the phoenix. So the eye sockets, the back and sides of the eye sockets connecting into the wings of the phoenix. This is the fire energies for the cranium. The phoenix is the fire energies, and because you're at the front of the cranium there in the phoenix, you may feel this connecting to your heart. The lower phoenix, where it's coming back to the spine, it's much lower. That's down into the chalice and into the seed. But at the back of the face, this will connect your heart. And if you come forwards into the nasal passageways, this is the heart for the face. So you have the heart of the phoenix in the cranium and the heart energies in the nasal passageways as the heart of the face and the fire energies. And you've got this voma bone in the center of the nasal passageways that rises from the roof of the mouth up to the heart of the phoenix. And at the heart of the phoenix, it relates to the heart. But if you drop down through this bone, the center of the nasal passageways, notice how it drops down in your body. And as you get to the front and bottom of this bone where it's coming into the roof of the mouth, notice if that pulls you down into your chalice. So at the top of this bone you've got the heart. At the bottom of this bone you've got the chalice. You may feel it into your perineum and into your chalice. Notice how nice it is to be able to settle down into your chalice. It has a feeling of blood. The chin will also relate to the chalice. The very bottom of the phoenix, where it's coming up, where the spine is coming up through the foramen magnum in the skull, this is to do with the chalice. And the bottom of the voma is to do with the chalice. feeling your chalice breathing. You may also feel your seed breathing. The ovaries and testes of the seed. So it's the base of the voma in the middle, and we're right in the fire energy. It's this really warm, fiery energy, and it grounds down. The earth for the fire energies are the chalice and the seed. You can also feel it in the lower edge of the front of the jaw, in the lower edge of the pubic arch, and the very base of the phoenix where the spine is coming up through the cranium. I've found a name for that bone now. Gently breathing with the holographic breathing. It's a holographic breathing that opens these energies. And allowing yourself from the phoenix, from the heart of the phoenix, inside the cranium there, it drops back into the hypothalamus, and allow that fire energies to rise from the pituitary gland, the hypothalamus area, up through the top of your head, letting the fire circuit rise up into the heavens. So you get the energies pulsing from your chalice through the fire circuit, through the pituitary gland, through the hypothalamus, and up to God. You may also feel God, the Creator, coming down and healing into your chalice. Letting your chalice receive the Creator, receive God. Right down into the chalice, right down into the perineum. Gently breathing with the holographic breathing. Healing your chalice. For both the men and the women. Letting your chalice heal, letting your chalice receive the Creator, letting your chalice receive God. Working your chalice. This is God's work. Chalice is God's work, or the Creator's work. Letting your chalice be a receptacle for the divine energies, for this change in consciousness, for this change in times, bringing a new birth, a new energy of mankind into your chalice. You're going to give birth to a new era through your chalice. Letting your chalice receive the divine message. Notice how nice that feels to get that channel right down into your chalice. Just cleanses your chalice through and through. for both men and women. You may feel that release as well as the chalice receiving the Creator or the divine seed. It also releases up through your body, through your brain, back to the higher self. Just channeling. We're doing channeling tonight, just channeling. Channeling the energies with your chalice. Letting it go through the center of the nose, through the center, the heart of the phoenix, or the base of the phoenix where she's sitting down onto the spine in the foramen magnum there, up through the third eye and hypothalamus and up to the Creator. Just going to channel and channel and channel till we can't channel anymore. And then below you, down in the earth, another chalice. And let your Creator release into your chalice, then down into the chalice of the earth. And the chalice of the earth is in the magma of the earth. That's the womb for the earth. So healing and channeling into your chalice, and then dropping down, channeling into the channel of the Mother Earth. Seeding Mother Earth, or being part of the seeding of Mother Earth with the universal energies. I knew tonight would be good for channeling. There's kind of an important message in these change of times, to take this energy from the Creator, from God, through yourself, through your chalice, and let it seed down into the chalice of the earth. And you get the channel of the Creator, and you get the channel of Mother Earth. You get the energies of Mother Earth burning through you, the fire energies, the magma of Mother Earth cleansing every cell through your body, through your brain. Notice how it's much more solid. The energy from Mother Earth is almost physical, and it really gets into your cells, gets into the bones, gets into the blood. And channeling the Creator, channeling the earth, and from your chalice to the earth's chalice. You may feel it burning through your spine. Very physical, the earth. You won't fly around all over the place with the earth. It gets right into your cells. Okay. Starting to drop back, dropping back in the cranium, into the back of your cranium. dropping back in the jaw to the back of the jaw, dropping back in your pelvis into the sit bones. Notice it starts cooling down. And rather than the magma of the earth, you connect more to the rock. Deep, rich, magnetic quality. Deep, rich earth. Notice how it cools down. You move into this totally other channel. We're going to come back in about a minute. And sending a thank you to the earth. Sending a thank you to the higher self and beneficial energies. And thanking yourself. And letting the energies go off for love and healing to the earth. For love and healing to the higher self and beneficial energies. And allowing yourself to be loved and healed. And letting the energies go out to all sentient beings for love and healing. And you are a sentient being, allowing yourself to be loved and healed. And when you feel ready, gently allowing yourselves to come back. Okay. The Sunday after next, we will be doing the Divine Conception webinar, where we take that experience much deeper. And because everybody's learned holographic breathing and done quite a few webinars, I obviously don't have to teach it, so we can spend the whole webinar with that. We bring those energies in and the seed of life, so that it's as if, and as that happens, new life gets created in the chalice, and we are the mother of that new life, and we are also that new life. So rather than reliving our conception, we create kind of a new, like Jesus, a whatever conception where there wasn't another person there, where you just conceive yourself in your own chalice and go through your own gestation, and in that you can heal a lot of things. And also there is that intrinsic quality of being the mother and caring for yourself and being the baby nurtured in the womb, but also much karma from what's happened in this time in the womb, maybe with toxins or different experiences or past lives, can come to the surface, and we clear that karma. There are ways of releasing that and letting that go.